A tough game on Saturday, but a resilient effort from the Sens in the end, trailing through 2 periods of play, able to battle their way back in the third and pick up the 5-3 victory over the Sharks on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a big win. I thought we were a little off to start the game. Thought we got better as the game went on. Stuck with it and just gradually built through the game and played well in the third.
Feels great. I mean, I think there's still a lot to improve. We had a couple times where we didn't want to play the way we wanted to play, but in the end, I think a great team effort and deserved win.
Going to be positions that we're going to, sometimes maybe get used to and be confident in, being down going into the third, and just still find a way to get the job done. And it's just a big 2 points. I mean, playoff hockey starts now, so it's you got to win these games to get into the dance.
A big win for the Sens on Saturday night, snapping the 5-game losing streak. Back at the beginning of the contest, the Sens did struggle out of the gate to get things going, and the Sharks were able to generate in the offensive zone. In response to that, though, it was Linus Ullmark who stood strong with some large saves early on in the contest until eventually, on the penalty kill, it was the Sens who were able to break through. Shane Pinto back in the lineup and on the board to give the Sens the 1-0 lead.
Breakaway chance,
Being aggressive, having an aggressive mindset, not just when you don't have the puck or when there's a loose puck, but also, if you've got a chance, we've got some good players that can make plays to try to score if you can. I think you've seen a rise in that overall in the league, and nice to get another one tonight.
That goal then allowed the Sens to generate some momentum in the first period as it went along, and in the early portion of the second as well. Continuous zone time for the Sens on a couple of occasions in the second period, just unable to break through. And in fact, on 2 power play attempts, it was the Sharks who were able to break through and answer back. 2 goals on the man advantage to take the 2-1 lead through 40 minutes of play, the Sens trailing going into the third.
Trying to tell your team if they keep playing and play the way they can, and talk about the things that we've talked about all year and having confidence in your game, that we'll win.
And early on in the third, with that messaging in place, starting the third period on a power play, the Sens were able to break through. The captain also back in the lineup for his first game tonight, getting a big one to tie it back up. And then on a funky bounce, it was Stützle to give the Sens the lead.
31 one-goal games. Crazy bounce out front, they score!
I just saw it and then tried to beat Wallman, and lucky went in.
With the assist on the Tkachuk goal and the goal to give the Sens the 3-2 lead in the third period, another multi-point game for Tim Stützle, his 14th of the season. Also an 11-game point streak now after this one for number 18, continuing his strong play as of late. Just minutes later, it was David Perron to get a big one to get the Sens up 4-2.
I thought I was offside, so I wasn't celebrating too much. I think I had to be pretty close, so hopefully they keep coming in now. Got the rebound, the puck spinning. I stopped it with my left skate, and then you're just trying to kind of just calm the, not that you're nervous, but you're just trying to stay composed and make the right play, and I was able to put it in.
The Sharks would get one back late on a play that resulted in Jake Sanderson taking a cross-check to the neck, one that was not called by the officials on the play. The Sharks making it a 4-3 game with just over a minute to go in the third period. But Michael Amadio would respond in the empty net, sealing the 5-3 victory over the Sharks on Saturday.
I think our maturity is starting to show that no matter what, we're going to stay positive now and stay confident with ourselves, within our game, and just believe and trust each other that the message is I know I'm going to repeat myself, but playoff starts now. This is what it's going to take in playoffs, and this is how we're going to need to play and find ways to win. So that's just going to be our messaging moving forward, that we're going to treat every game like it's a Game 7.
They're all important. It was nice to get our guys back. Sometimes you worry a little bit about that because you don't want your team to take their foot off the gas and think that everything's going to be perfect now. I almost felt like we were a little casual in the first 10 minutes, and then we found our game and got back to how we need to play. And I liked our second half, but we're going to have to play that way on the road here for 60 minutes.
Overall, a tough yet resilient effort from the Sens again, able to battle their way back in this one after trailing through 40 minutes of play. Looking to keep things rolling on the road, heading to Washington for one on Monday night before wrapping things up in Chicago for a quick 2-game trip. A 5-3 final from Canadian Tire Center on Saturday. For Sens 360, I'm Jackson Starr.